Hi guys, hope you guys are well, taking good care of yourselves. Thank you again for joining me on another video. I hope by now you've realized I'm not one of those sign up to this and sign up to that and hopefully this might happen. Everything I'm giving you is real world situations. So when you step outside the house, that's what's out there. In today's video, I want to open your eyes to something that you may have not considered. As we all know by now, right, when considering business, you have to think about the necessities. This is where you do not go wrong. If you focus on necessities, what people actually need, you will get some footfall. However, there is an industry that is increasing year by year that many people overlook. I know this industry because I was once an Uber driver. I drove the executive for like 7 years. And when I drove, majority of the time, I worked the night shift. What I noticed that there were an increasing number of the workforce that work at night, going from drivers that were like myself to investment bankers to solicitors. There were so many people working the night shift. However, there was no amenities for them. All the food stores were closed. All the clothing stores were closed. The only food that was available was either KFC up until 2 o'clock in certain places, and McDonald's, if you were lucky, was 24 hours. And then you also had the kebabs and, the really greasy stuff. The night shift is a market that is open to everything that is opened in the daytime. The workforce have to either have cooked food at work or settle for McDonald's and greasy food. Why not have a coffee shop? Places where there are coffee shops, if you go down to Edgware Road or Marble Arch, you will see some coffee shops and you will see footfall in the middle of the night. The workforce at night, if there were places where they could rest, one idea I gave you before, a petrol station like business, but for electric vehicles. So you buy land, right? Tarmac the land, and then put solar panel charging stations for cars on this land. And then you charge accordingly. In those places, you can also have like a small diner that serves drivers at night, because drivers do need to eat. And they don't need to always eat the kind of food that will send them to sleep, because they need to continue to work. So coffee shops, things like that, should be available at night, but they're not. Even clothing stores. Working a night shift, I can tell you, in order to wake up during the daytime just to go shopping, maybe once every other month, because of the fact that you have to go back into being daytime for a few days and then you're forced back into night. Sometimes it's just not worth it. But if there were clothing stores that were available in the night shift, people like myself back then would have made time on our breaks to go do the shopping, right? So there is a whole market on the night shift that people just don't consider. It's actually the easiest business you can get into. Is to open something that is open during the day, that is already successful, and open it at night. But it's a necessity. So this is why I'm saying food and clothing. These are necessities and things that people at night would appreciate if they were available.